Hello, hello, hello. Welcome to episode, I guess, fully 11 or 12. I guess I'm going to count yesterday's 10 and a half as 11. This is episode 12. Welcome to the Pendragon, the Age of Uther. As always, I'm your game master. I'm Eric. I'm EricVulgaris everywhere. And I'm super excited to be here. I get a double dose, and thusly, you all get a double dose of Pendragon as we play. So I hope you're like all as excited as I am. Colin, what have you been up to since yesterday?
I've had like 12 hours since we last played,
Yeah.
so like I went to work, I guess.
Yeah, it's been a normal time.
Yeah, that's it. I'm not going anymore. Cool. Jim, what's up?
The considerable amount of time has passed since the last time I played. I threw my back out, which was fun. Never done that before. That's fun times. But it's better now, and I'm excited to play some Pendragon, because last time was quite the session, if I recall.
You are not wrong at all.
Yeah.
And you have not seen the solo session from yesterday.
I have not. I didn't see it. I didn't want to. I didn't want to spoil myself.
Good.
I kind of wanted to let it come out and play. So yeah, I don't know anything about it.
Okay.
Yeah. Urwen wasn't there, and I don't want a metagame.
Cosmic irony is really important in narratives.
Right. So, as always, though, Jim, and Colin, we are going to rewind the. We're rewinding the. Oh wait, a poem first, right? That's always the poem.
This one.
So I chose a quick little one single line here, from something called Moulin Rouge. You may have heard of it, and it's the greatest thing you'll ever learn. It's just to love and be loved in return. So I am going to rewind the clock just a little bit back to the summer of 490, in the aftermath of the Battle of Lindsey. So Colin, obviously Gareth wouldn't be here for this. However, the aftermath of the battle, it's important. And I feel like you kind of left as everything was kind of cheering, as you're kind of focusing on the Earl Urwen, just naturally. However, the chanting of Gorlois, Gorlois at the end of this battle is apparent. It is the talk of everyone around, and how rather than Uther getting most of the glory here, it was Gorlois' felling of King Yosa, the half giant, that really won that day. Remember, that right flank, and that's why everyone's chanting his name, and everyone's very, very, very happy. Everyone except for like Uther and Uther's close friends. So, anyways, I don't think you all will be sticking around that much for like the feasting and victories. The Earl needs help and wants to rest, and so you're going to be taking the trek down. He's ordered you all to break camp and return to Sarum for the end of the year. Uther has personally come and visited the Earl, and you all. He was unconscious and stuff, so like there's not really a lot of a conversation and stuff, but if there's anything you wanted to say to Uther, you would have a chance to slip by as he comes by the tent, and because he wants to make sure this doesn't require an intrigue roll, but he's here because he actually likes the Earl. It's not just because he wants to make sure the Earl's not like gonna get swayed by Gorlois too, right?
I don't know that Urwen has anything to say to him specifically, other than hell of a fight, but he'll keep his mouth shut.
But he does definitely come by and wishes the Earl a happy recovery. He sleeps. Like, rest well, good friend. You have fought valiantly today on this battlefield, and I will see you again. And
actually, while he's here, I might. What news of the enemy, Lord?
Well, my son is preparing a new expedition as we speak. They've retreated back to their conquered lands of Malahut, and well, they won't be conquered for long if my son has his way. And he's very like optimistic and proud about the whooping that we gave him. They were like a kicked dog with their tail between their legs. Now it's time to just finish them off.
Good luck, sir.
But tonight, Court of Lindsey shall be holding us, and we shall be feasting. Will you be coming?
I will accompany the Earl. I feel it is my duty until he is safe.
I could use your counsel, but I understand. You know, and he's joking. He's like, "Oh, I would just like to share a beer with you, man."
Sure.
But
As Urwen's arm is all slinged up and purple himself.
right,
Yeah.
yeah. Uther is not untouched either, but Uther has that Hollywood scuff to
Yeah,
him,
yeah.
right?
He wasn't in the
The
center.
Jason Statham, like a little bit of mud and a little bit of cut on him, right? Other than
Yeah.
that, he's fine.
Yeah.
Sure. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then the camp is pretty mild. I think the thing though that would make this not as peaceful though is the rumors about Gareth. And I think the first time like what we see when you hear about this and stuff is Ferumbus. And Ferumbus brings Gareth's sword to Urwen.
Sir Frumbus?
Um Colin, if you want to play Ferumbus, I think you can. The only thing, like his Ferumbus's goal is that he doesn't know exactly what to do, about the sword, and he feels conflicted about what he witnessed with your character, right?
Yeah.
And so he knows he's your friend. So you're willing to portray Ferumbus here as you see
Yeah.
fit, knowing what we all know here.
Yeah. I'll do an accent for Umbus that you'll never be able to replicate.
Perfect.
And you'll be stuck with for the rest of
No.
the campaign.
And then I will shut up and I'll start recording this and put this into like a neural network. So as a voice modulator. Loser, I got it.
Yeah. Ferumbus will present the sword and admit that I know not what happened to Gareth on the field of battle. I know not what madness came upon him, but the sword is very nearly took me. And I confess I don't even know if he survived the battle.
That's troubling. I've known Gareth all my life. He's never been one to shy away from danger, but battle can do strange things to a man. There's a difference between that and a hunt. I thank you for his sword. I will search amongst the field if I can for his body. Hopefully he will return to us.
And if it comes to it, I will speak to his wife.
Yes, I think that would be for the best.
So so you're operating Urwen that he is presumed dead.
I think he's gonna something like that. How bad it was, how many of the Earl's Guard like fell, and with this sort of story,
it was pretty savage for the Earl.
Yeah. How could anybody escape that? And like mostly, what Urwen doesn't want to do is add fuel to the fire by referencing a previous incident he had witnessed, or something like that. It's a lie of omission.
Totally. Yeah, that unfortunate time in Normandy.
Right. Sure. But he doesn't know what's happening. He doesn't want to make it worse for Gareth. If Gareth has survived 3 times facing death, so Urwen probably is like, he might be dead. He might not be. Who knows? This guy.
More lives than your lucky cat.
Right.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I'll hold on to the sword unless it's sort of customary to hand it off to the Earl at some point.
I mean, the Earl's pretty much out of commission for this entire march, right? He's not going to be doing anything except resting.
I'll hang on to it.
So you have a pretty slow retinue back, and it gets even slower the further you're down. Because again, it's just like a month worth of marching, especially at your pace with this many knights. Obviously you're not just on the road the entire time sleeping on the side of the roads and stuff. You're making company as you through Britain as you return. Snow comes early. Winter besets. This is maybe like August, like late, like August to September as the first snows begin to fall. And harvest should be kind of beginning underway, but this is bad. those all of those dried out stacks are now getting covered in snow. So mechanically, this is true for everyone. You're going to be adding 5. I'm adding 5 to the misfortune roll this year. Sorry.
Bad news. Sucks.
Yeah. So rather than a peaceful kind of warm ride back, everyone's kind of covered in a little bit of snow. As you guys all arrive back to, I mean, I don't think you all directly. You probably would directly accompany him to Sarum and then disperse out from Sarum.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's when the word, all the different words begin spreading out. Which knights have fallen. The Earl's been hurt. You are given a lot of leeway here, Urwen. The rumors persist that you saved the Earl.
I mean, that's how Urwen feels about it.
Yeah.
He's not gonna lord it over anyone. But if there is a lack of leadership, then he will take the opportunity to step up and provide some direction. That sort of thing.
Oh, nice. Yeah. So I think that's an opportunity for you to help out Sir Elad. Yeah, because they're technically down 2 kind of knights on a council.
Yeah.
Between the Earl himself and Gareth. I think it would make a lot of sense here. Yeah, so Sir Elad would probably need your help, the Marshal.
Okay. They're in Sarum?
Yeah, they're in Sarum, right? And this is sort of just like classic administration stuff. So not like a justice role or anything required here. I just think maybe like a simple stewardship representing sort of, not even your direct hand in administrating, but sort of your indirect help. Sir Elad just holding down.
Sure.
So, mind doing stewardship test?
I don't. I am currently sitting at a 2. But Urwen will put himself to whatever work he knows how with his. I do believe he's illiterate. Yeah, pretty sure he's illiterate.
Yeah. Would you mind looking over these accounts?
Right. It's like
J4. He doesn't know that I can't read.
How long can I keep this up? Yeah, this is something that Urwen will give his best at. He's not going to pour his heart and soul into it, but he will give it the college try. No, sir.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. Boy. I think Elad will appreciate your gumption.
Sure.
But he's like, I think your wife should be probably needing you by now. Eh?
Certainly.
Like, get out of it. You're making this worse.
Sure,
Like, saying it in a polite way.
He's 2 or 3 days of like, oh wow, this is
You're over your head. Yeah.
Yes. None of Gorthrin's or Colin's expertise is rubbed off on.
Yeah, exactly. You're like, I know. I think I know a little bit now. You're like, I don't know anything.
No, he's just out in the woods for 3 years practicing with his sword. That's it.
Yep. So it doesn't work out for you.
Urwen hands in like the one scroll. It's like I did it. It's like been 3 weeks, and it hands to like the 50 other scrolls that haven't been done yet.
Right. Yeah. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah. Actually, let me walk that back just a little before you leave here, because I think there's an opportunity with this failure where you didn't do a good job.
Sure.
But you know that you could maybe bend the rules somewhere to make it so it is a good job.
Cook the books. Ooh.
Yeah. Not really like cook the books so much as you could call on Father Tathan, for example, to help you out, or because he owes you kind of a little bit, or you owe him, but you go further.
I mean, I certainly would for a scribe. Like in that brief window there, he would certainly go to the father to be like, I'm require the assistance of someone who can read.
Right. The problem is that right now I'm not exactly sure what the situation that would require it, but it's probably it's something financial and technical in nature.
Right. It's certainly not what Urwen would have thought when Sir Elad came to him. It was like, oh, really? Let's go dish out some justice. Yeah. He was not expecting paperwork.
right? For example,
reconciling Bookland and Falkland.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
yeah, like you spend most of your life like talking about like dealing with bar brawls, someone stealing
Mhm.
someone's hammer or something, or being like,
Yeah.
my children are ungrateful idiots, like all day, or like there's a devil whispering in me at night.
He owes me a bushel of eggs.
Yeah.
Right.
And this is like, cool, let's talk about accrual based accounting.
Yeah, yeah,
You're like,
yeah. He's like,
I don't even speak, can't read Latin, my guy.
right.
Yeah. So that's what you're dealing
Exactly.
with. Yep,
Yeah.
these are numbers.
These are numbers. Yes, they are.
Right,
Still
so
no
you
zero. So
okay. So let's talk
Yeah.
about what the cost would be here going to Tathan,
Yeah.
right, for help. So are you going there to ask him to learn how to cook the books, or are you asking him for? That's I think that's the interesting thing. The point here is
I'm
that
not.
I want to say that you're kind of maybe tempted, or do you see an avenue to do it, and would you
Yeah.
pursue it?
I'm not sure. Let's look at my
Right.
traits real quick. But my gut says steadfast and loyal. Urwen
Yeah.
is not a book cooker.
No.
See, honest deceitful's 10-10, so he's not particularly
WWGD.
Yeah, that's true. Put the truth to his advantage. I'm curious as to like if you're able to give
you know what, Urwen? Let's flip
Yeah.
it around.
Yeah.
The failure is the bank. Let's pull a Monopoly move. The bank errs in your favor. There's like 10
yeah,
Librum
okay.
unaccounted,
Yeah.
like left over, and
like
you don't know what to do. And so, what do you do with that 10 Librum? You could easily keep it,
That's a much more actionable.
That's
prompt.
I like that. Yeah, I like that.
or
Okay, so
would you? Yeah.
10 Librum? Yeah, that would almost.
And you're too dumb. Like you're not too
Yeah.
dumb. Just you're too illiterate to know where this money's actually supposed to go.
Right. If there's some left over, it's a mistake. I think if there's some left over, he might even just consider it a happy accident.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
oh,
Totally right.
and would give a portion of it to the father, and as is his social obligation, we'll say for now. And then I think he would probably I don't know.
Putting
Now I'm
Christ
trying to
first.
think.
Like,
Yeah.
like your father
Yeah,
says, like,
he's gonna go like as long as he's in Sarum.
you.
Come on,
Yeah.
like it's not out in the woods of the east of here near the circle. Maybe it's. I want to say something towards like if there's anybody that's taking care of the wounded, something like that,
Yeah, totally.
or
That'd be
providing
like the church.
relief for like the harvest. I think might be what he wants to do with it, because I get the sense that if Urwen was put in a position of real power, he would be almost too much towards like making sure the people's needs were met in a way, like, and not being like, I don't know if that makes sense. That's kind of that's sort of how I would play it though.
Yeah, no, that makes sense to me.
Yeah.
I think you should check generous if that's the way you want to play it.
Okay.
You
I would
give a
just
chance for money, and you're like, let me
seeing
make sure
seeing all the
everyone else is-
farms coming down here, seeing all
My-
the harvests get snowed on.
Yeah, my plate has too much food. Let me look at my other plates to see if they have enough.
Yeah.
Now,
I have
that's
12.
the right.
I already
That's
have
the
12
definition of
chickens.
generosity.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
go ahead and check
That's
that.
satisfying.
Yeah, totally. Okay, so let's just say that money gets spread out. A, you don't know where that money was supposed to go, but B, you spread that money out to a bunch of other people, right? And let's assume that you don't mess that up, right?
Okay.
Like the people you give the money to, they get the money, and that's what I mean
Sure.
when I say don't mess it up, right?
Sure. Yeah, it's not like
Yeah.
absconded with or something.
Yeah, and you don't have to like or make a test to be like this person actually was lying to you or anything. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
it was pretty obvious. That's not the stakes. Okay.
Yeah. I'm sure for Urwen, he just like, hey, there's some left over.
Yeah.
Great. Why doesn't this happen more often?
Right. Speaking of good windfalls to you, you know that as the Earl is kind of like bedridden right now as he's kind of recovering, right? You've heard whispers, but nothing directly from the Earl's mouth yet, that for your courage you'll be receiving a new manor. One of the knights that fell in the battle, Sir Ulwin of Allington, which is like right south of you, or besides Newton Tony. That was his house, and well, technically the Earl's house,
Mm.
and that looks like it'll be yours.
Interesting.
In addition, the Earl will be seeing to you about getting a new suit of armor, sword.
Well,
Now,
that's definitely of Urwen's interest.
Yeah.
These are just rumors so far.
Yeah, those are rumors. Nothing material.
Mhm.
Now, the question that I have for you is, knowing that and knowing Urwen, do you plan to give that stuff to Colin?
Ooh, that's a bold move.
Yeah. I don't. You
Um,
can't give the manor.
Okay,
That's
can't
not
give the
yours to
manor.
give.
Sure, right,
But you
right,
could
right.
totally give Colin like this promised suit of armor, right?
Yeah.
Or your current one.
I think that she's getting one of them,
Yeah.
or they're getting one of them at
Yeah.
least. And I think that they're from? They're not from Sarum, right? Like I know we've kind of gone over it before, but I'm trying to remember.
Colin is not from Sarum. They're from Woodford, I believe. I don't have my NPC sheet open. 1 second.
Colin was Woodford.
Colin's Woodford.
Yeah. Their family's from Woodford.
Yeah, the
Oh, but they aren't Colin de Woodford. They're just from
Right.
Woodford.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Right, yeah.
That I was okay.
Yeah, I noticed the shield there for a minute. I was like, oh wait, that's one of Garrett's.
Yeah, your
That's my
first cousin.
mom's side of the family.
Your first cousin's technically the knight from there.
Okay. Urwen's first cousin?
No, Garrett's.
Oh, Garrett's. I'm gonna get all these family trees.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, I think that if Urwen finds himself in possession of 2 suits of armor and arms, then Colin will get one of them.
Cool.
Yeah.
Yeah, so let's zoom in on that scene there, right? Because you're gonna be promising this to Colin, and also this is sort of like, you know, the finishing bits of your all's relationship as you into part ways, but it's like amicable. You know, it's unique. I don't think in this time period you get a lot of these weird mutual split ups where this stuff kind of can happen.
Yeah.
Right. And so I think there's just a lot of uncertainty. And I think yeah.
As the time grows near, Urwen would basically, he knows that he's sort of untethering Colin, right?
Let me ask you a question first, though. Actually, let's wind up real quick. Actually, this is what's more important to me, and I think it's more interesting. Because let's pin in that real quick.
Yeah.
Do you see Colin first, or do you see Lady Grade first?
Oh, definitely Lady Grade. I think like in Urwen's mind.
This is why I stopped, because I was like, wait a second.
Yeah, I think if the wheels are in motion.
Yeah, you're leaving Sarum, you have this knowledge, and it's like you're at that Y intersection between, you know, going to Woodford or going to Chalderton. You're like, that way.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Yep. Perfect. Okay, so let's do that first. Sorry, I just realized that's probably more interesting.
Oh yeah.
For that part, right? Yeah. So, I think the scene has to start in like the most cliched, perfect way imaginable, where we get the sounds of the Gregorian chanting monks in the Abbey of the White Rose, as several sisters are talking about the Earl and the Knights having returned, but many are wounded and some have fallen in battle. Apparently, Urwen, you have saved the life of the Earl. However, either you or Gareth is missing, and it's unsure. So Lady Grade is asking all the other sisters, you know, what happened to Urwen, and that's the point when the door swings open, or like they bust open Aragorn style as you come in.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. He play it up for like manipulative purposes, probably not, but he's definitely going to like take pride in the fact that he's walked away from that battle, and he's gonna just walk towards her, and as he approaches, I forget this. I don't have my character sheets with me. Did she give me a token before then? I can't remember.
Yeah, she did.
That's right. Yeah. It was like however many weeks ago, but
and a kiss. That might have sealed your fate. Remember? Yeah, you gave her. She gave you her favor.
Yeah.
I don't remember exactly what it was, but maybe like a flower. Or
I don't
something,
either. Like I
or-
said, my character sheets, my other character sheets somewhere around here, but or my character journal. But like,
I like
he's
the
gonna
idea there is
approach
that-
and
yeah,
you
or
know,
handkerchief or something like that, right? Something.
yeah,
No,
something
or-
garter.
yeah.
you
Sorry.
know.
Yeah.
And I have returned. The battle was hard fought, and many perished. But the thought of you, the thought of having someone to return to, was what kept me going. It kept me fighting.
I have no idea what this means to me. I thought I was cursed that all men would. You are, and yeah, you're something else, and yeah, she is just melting, basically,
Mhm.
right?
He does not want to mess this up,
No.
so he's going to maintain a sort of a decorum
Yeah,
about this.
yeah. You can't like she's not gonna like make out with you in the middle of it, you
Certainly.
know what I mean? Like that's
Right.
not what this thing is. So, but
yeah.
she is stammering and kind of like she just wants to hug you, but she can't,
Mhm.
right?
There will come a time when we are able to fully express ourselves and fully embrace, and that time draws near. I must prepare for it, lady, and I will return from you when we are ready.
I prayed for your return safely, and the Lord has answered my prayers. And please, I have one thing to ask you.
Yes.
Never, if we're to be wed, never tell me about your battles and your exploits. I can't bear to hear the sounds and threats and risks that you must go through every day.
I
Just
understand.
take you from me.
It is a terrible thing to have to experience, but I understand.
And perhaps I should be saying my adieus, my sisters, and preparing for our wedding.
Yes. I look forward to it.
We'll be at Woodford, and Mary will meet, and we'll have our wedding. And probably, yeah, she's very happy.
Nice. Yeah, he'll say his goodbyes and depart for home. And she's got a busy fall ahead of him.
Yeah. There's no dowry for you for this,
Mhm.
right? This whole arrangement is a machination of Father Tathan trying to help you out, and by doing that, yeah.
Yeah, like I think because of the place that sort of Lady Grade has in Urwen's heart, that the thought of a dowry is far from his mind. Like
Exactly. Yeah.
he's grasping at something that most people don't get to have.
Love. Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's the important part that I'm doing, is that you actually are in this weird position where this is possible.
Yeah. Because he's seen Gareth's and I don't even remember the NPC's name now. The lady just
Lady
Sandra
Elaine.
King's main character.
Yeah.
Lady Macbeth. Just call her
Lady,
Macbeth.
right. And just like that's one way. And that seems to have a lot of people navigate this world, but I sunk a whole bunch of points into that skill for a reason. And so he's a romantic at heart. It's why he believes in the magic, why he believes in the fairies and Merlin and all that business. Because
there's something else.
The rest of the world sucks.
There has to be something better.
There has to be something better in it. That's his approach to it, I think.
Yeah, that is very good. Beautiful. Okay. Father Tathan. So your wedding will be actually at Sarum. Because Father Tathan is going to preside over it, which is kind of a huge honor. Like if the Earl got married, Father Tathan would preside over it. So it's like this is you're in the great cathedral, right? You're getting the nice treatment here, and the fact that this is being put up and official, like everything's kind of here official by the church, is important.
Yeah.
Because your relationship right now is absolutely like there's an undercurrent of like this shouldn't even be happening,
Mhm.
but no one will ever say that to you, right?
Sure.
That this has
I,
been
I think Garrett, or not Garrett, but Erwin is like the shrine, the I think he might be like syncretism is too high-minded a word for what's going on in him, but
yeah.
he doesn't see as much of a contradiction between the two, and like the one is a social thing. The nobility and the knights, they are Christian, they're British
Yeah.
Christian, and they're as much committed to the land's defense as the British pagans, who are more, I guess, represent a kind of peasantry or sort of a folk belief, as everyone would kind of understand it.
Yeah.
So he'll let people talk, but he's happy to be in the Grand Cathedral. It's beautiful in here.
Yeah. So you represent this as the symbol of legitimacy that that Tathan tries to give you.
Yeah, definitely.
And when I say like the underpinning, like the undercurrents of like people not liking it, a lot of it is absolutely geared towards Colin, and that it's Colwyn's fault for not wanting to be a knight, and this is why like becoming a steward to a knight is terrible. Like that,
Mm,
it's those types of people would be the types
gotcha.
that would be most opposed to this.
Mm,
Frayed is not Sir Frayed is not here, for your wedding for sure. But I think I'm also jumping ahead because we have that scene with Colin,
mhm.
right? So this would be back in Shoulderton. Um, Colwyn is probably doing the most domestic duties that you've ever seen.
Mhm.
Um, expecting, especially because of so much effort in terms of the snow and things like that. Like, and they are struggling.
Yeah, I imagine
And,
so. I'll I'll take whatever sort of news that they have. Uh, I'm assuming that we've mostly kept them in the loop as to what's going on. Given that it does directly involve them.
yeah,
um,
totally.
uh, and um, mostly just
Colwyn's
after
been
kind of yeah. Go ahead.
let's say Colwyn's been invited and willing to be a knight in service to no, let's just say into Londinium
Okay.
or into London. Like they one of the merchants or something like that has willing to pay for the services
Ooh,
of a
yeah.
knight, and it works out this way.
Yeah. And is Erwin in possession of two suits of mail then, or is that just still
No,
the
you're promised
okay?
the set, like probably like as a wedding. You expect it maybe as like a wedding present.
Sure,
Now,
sure.
I apparently as part of a wedding is that you're expected to give out gifts as much as get them.
Yeah, I've got some cash for it if we need
But
to. Yeah.
yeah. So maybe it won't coincide exactly with your wedding. This will be like the earl, what stumbles over to you or whatever. It's like, hey,
Right.
I made this for you. Uh, just
Yeah.
check out calmly in the smithery and get it, that kind of thing, right?
That kind of thing. Yeah. I think that Erwin would, you know, you've done a more than admirable job as steward, and you should not feel at all shamed of those talents. But Colin, I understand, and the need to be a knight is something that not many understand. I wish you luck and good fortune in your endeavors in Londinium, and would feel remiss if I did not somehow provide a way to equip you for the task at hand. And without knowing exactly what he has on hand, Erwin is promising to, if not equip them, then supply them with the funds to equip themselves when they get to Londinium.
Sure. Um, I think their duty will probably start in the spring because heading out there at this time is probably
Yeah,
jinky, and
sure.
that would probably be the right call. So I think there's plenty of time to get
Okay.
geared.
Cool.
Um, so I think I think they probably have one of them, like, they are probably super happy and relieved for this to happen. Imagine getting what you want, in a way. And so I think what she will say is that, because she's modest, or they will say is that, well, this is one of those rare occasions where things work out for the both of us. And look at you getting what you wanted all this time.
Yes, thank you.
Saving the Earl. Tell me about it. What did you do? Give me, leave no detail.
Oh yeah, he's just gonna go into every bloody detail, work through every notch on the spatha that he hangs back up.
Yeah, and like we just have this scene of like, like just the slow montage of you telling the story, and like, and and she's and they were just like, they loved hearing the story of this great conflict.
Yeah, tell them all about it.
Absolutely.
Hang that beaten spatha up.
Yeah. Yeah, and then maybe that's it's the scene where you hang your ancient sword back up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, that's so good. But no Gareth.
No word.
No. You had a chance. You had a chance to look over the battlefield and stuff, and it wasn't there. Who what?
Who does Urwen know who's good at woodcraft?
What do you mean by woodcraft? Carpentry?
Like fieldcraft, like stalking, like hunting, like.
Yeah.
Amongst the people of the manor, mostly.
Oh, it's not like a royal like huntsman or anything like that, but like
nothing like that. Yeah. Even if they're shady.
Yeah. Let me see how bad this will be.
Because like Urwen's not just gonna let Garrett disappear. He's gonna try to send somebody after him. Like, and if someone doesn't mind breaking, like he's gonna give him a purse of stuff and just like, listen, this is who we're looking for. I want to trust the individual, but they're gonna need to probably sneak around and they're be able to survive and things like that. I'm looking for an adventure.
Boy, I don't know if I think to hire somebody to do something like that would be pretty dang expensive.
Yeah.
You're asking somebody who either A, is not in a position to take care of their manor,
sure,
and go out and do this, especially like around winter.
Yeah.
You're probably looking at like spending maybe like 20. You're basically giving someone a stipend.
Sure. Yeah.
Like go out on a quest. Because they either have to serve you and realize that you're just and this is right, or you need to pay them.
Right. Well, yeah. The more we talk through it, the more outlandish it sounds, both to Urwen and myself.
But
he's gonna try.
Can I house knights?
I was gonna suggest. So Gareth is not a banneret, right? Like he holds these manors, but he hasn't. And I have these knights who take care of it, but it is not their manors, right?
No, right. Technically they should be yours, but the Earl's kind of holding them from you still.
Okay. The question then would be like, if that so they are functionally these knights' manors, but they're okay. I thought that maybe like
so mechanically they're still the Earl's right now, but like they kind of by right should be yours. But the fact that he like, hey man, I elevated you when you shouldn't have been, like exactly because I see your promise. I'm gonna lord over them for a little bit, basically as you intern your way and grow.
The question then is how free or not Sir Morris Birthwick or Hellet. Well, Birthwick might be dead, but Hellet.
Well, no, Birthwick's recovering as well. How free would they be? Right. They have duties to their manor.
Yeah. Right. So
they have duties to you too. So I think one of those would probably be the right person to send.
Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I think it makes sense. He might acquire.
In my notes, I'm looking at my notes. Sir Ferumbus, North African, wise and courtly ways, really good with my wife, and good hunter.
Yes,
that is listed under Ferumbus.
Oh, wow.
So you want to task Ferumbus with tracking him?
I might, yeah. Ferumbus was there. Ferumbus might want answers. Like, but he might also be mad. Yeah,
Frumbus was the one that I attacked. Yeah.
Yeah, might also be mad. I want to inquire. I don't know about sending anyone out yet, especially if cost is an issue with a wedding coming up. But he doesn't want to do nothing.
Yeah, totally.
If Gareth is missing, if no one's recovered him, his remains haven't been brought back, his armor hasn't been sent back, his shield, like you can't just
no one's asked for ransom.
Yeah, no one.
Yeah, no one's asked for ransom. So that's the other thing. I also have two. If I had at least one prisoner,
you had two, and their horses,
if I recall,
Mm-hmm.
which was another. God, there's so much to do after this battle.
Yeah. I'm just
yeah.
watching Jim do paperwork this session.
But yeah, without ransom, without anything like that, Urwen's not just gonna. He can't like. He would not be pleased with himself if he didn't do something.
Totally. Okay.
So he'd approach Sir Ferumbus first.
Yeah, you can promise. Like, I think if you want to make a roll here, I think you're within your rights. But I think Ferumbus would agree to do it in exchange for the ransom income of these two soldiers. So pretty much give up your ransom in exchange for paying for fighting him.
Yeah.
It would equate to roughly how much it would cost anyways. It's like he'd probably ask you for like somewhere around 10.
Yeah. Is he asking just for the prisoners?
Yeah.
Okay.
Not the horses.
Yeah. I think that's fair. And it's certainly letting him deal with the issue of collecting that ransom is, I'm happy to give him the prisoners as opposed to cold hard cash.
I will find him. And
Yes.
yeah, cool. But he's gonna go off looking for him.
Yeah. Godspeed.
Dun, dun, dun.
Good. And I've managed to have another one of my characters ride off before the end of the session.
Yeah, just getting rid of all your characters.
Just give me more NPCs.
Oh my god.
Next one's going to Normandy.
Right.
Send one after the Picts.
All right.
Go claim the Iron Crown.
Yeah, go see what those Welsh are about. They seem fine.
Urwen, what?
Yeah.
So let's talk about your wedding here, because your wedding's going to go perfectly. You get a big old W this year.
Nice.
But the question that I have for you is, what gift do you give Father Tathan for kind of arranging all of this
Ooh.
and making?
What gift?
10 Libra.
Yeah, I was gonna say what. Why I could if I need to. I'm thinking of an appropriate gift. Like that balance of it's not too much, but it is sufficient for his station.
Yeah. So is it a thoughtful gift or is it an expensive gift? Is it both?
I'd like to get him an illuminated prayer book.
Yeah.
And as well as what do they call it? Like a bequeathment, like you keep this candle lit perpetually, in my
like a prayer candle thing.
Yeah.
Like a saint candle thing situation.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And it's his favorite saint or something like that. It's like it's a real, and like in the terms of like the ecclesiarchy, it's a real deep cut. That this random saint that Tathan actually cares about, or like an inside joke or something about Chalderton that you can laugh about. Or something.
Yeah. Something like that. Something for him would be I do, and then something for the church as well.
Okay.
So I'd spend.
Yeah, you can tell me how much you want to spend here.
Let's see. I'm going to go ahead and spend 9 Libra, 8 on the book, and then 1 on the
church
candle.
That
gives me
that makes
leaves me with
perfect
5 of it. Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Let's see here. Can you do me a favor? Can you roll a d6? Okay. You'll be reducing your misfortune this year by 4.
Sweet.
Okay, cool. And then I think besides the wedding and having that scene of you may now kiss the bride. Is it bittersweet that Gareth isn't here for you? Like, does that come across at all?
Yeah, I wish he was. I wish he was. We still have a bond. It might not
Yeah,
be
totally.
as strong as it was, and we've gone our different ways in some ways, but still care about him. Still don't want him to be lost in in Saxon's
Yeah, you
country.
you sent Ferumbus out in the fucking cold right now.
Yeah, go find him. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, it is bittersweet, but I also think like the whirlwindness of it, the quickness of it, and this year for Urwen, like the feast, the battle, and this are like these kind of compared to where he was even just 5 years ago. It's so different. I think he's still just kind of reeling from it all, I'd imagine.
It's so
Mm.
good.
The winds of
So
fortune change.
we're getting ready to go into winter now.
Yeah.
And you know what, Urwen? This is almost like it's things have been going so well for you.
It's got to come down some other time.
Yeah. How do you feel when bandits attack you and attack Chalderton?
I mean, it's on. Like we've got to find. We can't just roll up in here like that for real.
Yeah, the three horns blare, indicating that Chalderton's under attack in the manor at like late at night.
Oh my god! All right, well, it's on then. Let's fight them.
Awesome. Cool. So I'm going to need 3 rolls from you.
What do we got?
For bandits, it is. I think it's going to be Valor, Sword, and Siege. No, that's Hideout. Sorry. Oh, Battle.
Battle.
So either Sword or Lance, Valor, and Battle.
Okay, we'll go to Valor first.
If you fumbled this,
oh no! But he fails. He doesn't fumble it.
All right, yeah. So
that's
Psych,
good.
Yeah, Psych Zero in chat says if you would die to these bandits, it would actually be the most. That would be the best thing. In the
that
entire...
would be. I would. That would be very satisfying.
In fact,
actually.
I would be. Yeah, that would be the best. Oh my god. Okay, so you fail this one.
Here's Sword.
You pass.
Yeah, and Battle.
And you get 2.
Almost. Yeah.
Awesome.
2 out of 3.
Yeah, not bad at all. So you are going to then roll. Okay, so typically when you get rated, you add 1d6 plus 1 to fate.
Mm-hmm.
So what you're going to do is you're going to roll that now, but then you're going to also then roll you're going to roll another d6 and take the lowest of those 2.
Okay, so roll 2d6, take the lowest plus 1.
Correct. Yeah.
Okay. So 3.
Yep.
2 plus 1, 3. Yep.
Nice. Okay. So let me just. Okay. Other than that, it's about ready to go to winter phase now. Winterborn Gunnet. You get a toll bonus this year. $1. 1 labrum.
Worth it. A lot of hoops, but that's a writ from the king. That's the honestly, I think that's the cool part for Gareth is that he got something from someone higher than the Earl. And that made him feel important.
Definitely should. Why is it showing Twitter and showing this recursively forever? What did I do? Okay.
What did you do?
My game screen is just my dashboard. Hold on a second. There you go. I had to refresh the window. Okay. Let's do winter phasing. So let's get off the solo sheet and I'll grab you over to the winter phase. All right. We have done our scenarios and events. Experience rolls.
Cool. There's no way for Jim to know why I'm rolling what I'm rolling. But
no, the context is lost from you. I'm going to ask how much money was spent later. And if I recall, none of you built anything past year.
I had a dovecot being built. I
I
thought
thought you already built it.
it was the year before he was doing he had the apiary, the dovecot, and then I might not have been doing anything this year.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
Your Dovecot finished last year, which means it's online this year. For this
okay.
part is what's going on.
Gotcha. All right. Let's see.
Doing experience.
Yes.
Good. I can't wait for you to watch this solo. Gareth does not return even through the winter.
Oof.
Neither does Frumbus.
Frumbus, Gareth.
Okay, and do I have any skills? Oh, I do.
Yeah.
Wait, I'm gonna roll over it.
You don't.
Nah, it didn't matter.
Samstone 3 or Samson Stone 3 in chat says, you know, Urwen, you should get a lower peasant hate one of these days. But you never spend it on your peasants.
No, he never does. No, I've thought about that. His peasants still just hate him, and he's like, I don't know why.
Yeah, making them rebuild the mills and stuff that they get knocked down in the storms. And...
Yeah, it's like my peasants. I want to make the life of peasants easier. So you're gonna head to the neighboring village and help them because they've had a terrible winter.
Everybody's suffering.
You have to roll over.
We have to roll over, yeah. That's what
a crit of your loyalty doesn't do anything right now.
No. But my love of family went up, which is appropriate.
Huzzah.
All right, here we go.
Yeah, it does, right? That does appropriate.
It is appropriate.
Wait, you need to... Crap, I think I just did it entirely wrong. You want to roll over. Okay, I got to redo all of these. I mean, I don't. I just need to look at what I rolled.
Yeah, double check.
That's the wrong one.
Okay, so that's it.
Sorry,
that is an opposite.
For every ticked skill, trait, and passion, you increase by 1 if you roll over its current value. Gotcha. If its value is already 20, it increases on a roll of 20, or you have to raise it by the experience at the end. In your accomplishments thing. Training and practice is what it's called, not experience.
Oh,
it's so weird to have those things separate, but it makes sense.
Yeah.
Oof. Becomes more
cruel.
This
is actually more interesting. So that means that Valorous is now
back to 16.
No, it's at 17.
Nice.
Or it's at 16. You're right. So it was at 15.
Oh, that extra end of the year glory. Getting those 16s is just the best in this game. Let me tell you. There's ain't nothing like it.
I'm also getting close to that chivalric bonus, which is like...
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, I've got... Ooh, I didn't realize. I've got 78. So you get it at 80?
It's whatever the sheet says is wrong. It's not 60. Because what happened
80.
is it's not 80, it's 96.
96.
It's 6 times 16.
Gotcha.
Here's something we should talk about because I haven't really dove too much into this, but a person I respect in the whole like Pendragon design world, folks by the name of Morian, he suggests that you do scalable bonuses. Almost like you're getting like legendary sets of pieces of armor in like a video game or something where like, 3 bits. So like there's like a gradated scale where you get a little bit as you go up. Is that something you think would be interested in? Or do you think that it's really like when you reach the threshold, that's when holiness kicks in?
I think when you reach the threshold. And the reason for that, I think that's interesting, is because with gradated bonuses, right, what matters is how many, not like of the different traits, not which ones. Whereas if you need to specifically get these certain ones over 16, then it'll be like, okay, I need to be more chaste. And that's pushing play into challenging those areas of our character. So it's not an in fiction sort of reason for me, but like I think it'll drive play better towards the areas where we want checks, where we want to be challenged.
Okay. I mean, you're the player, it's not me. So
yeah,
that's true.
I'm not sure I have a strong opinion on it, so I'll go with Colin's.
Okay. For me.
So yeah, all right. So I've already done my rolls.
Okay. Once experience is done, we go to aging. You all aren't 30. You're 35, so you don't have to worry about it.
26 now, 27.
You You started at 485, and you should have been 21 when you
Yeah.
started. So yeah, 6. Be going to 27.
Okay.
So
No, 21
really, it's
plus
a
5 is
question of
26.
it's really a question of did Gareth join the 27 club?
Household member survival. Everyone's favorite.
Yeah.
Yes.
Just kidding.
I'm
Mine is
assuming
stable
my
rules.
wounds healed during that time.
Yeah. So your healing works is that every week you regain hit points at your healing rate, and you get them noon on Sunday.
Sweet. Of course we would. Yeah, none of them needed surgery, and I did not.
Could
go
you
through
imagine
all
in
my
D&D
major
Claire being like, "I
wounds.
can't heal you today, man. I can only heal you on Odin's Day. Sorry."
I
Man.
wish it was like that. I wish it was. No, I can't heal you. My God thinks murder hobos suck.
All right.
No, just try imposing that on a bunch of D&D players.
That'd be hilarious. All right, so Gwellis is still alive. And now my kids are children, so they're going to survive. So this is going to be for Acewin. Fine. Shit, what's the name of my other kid? Urwen is
Super fine.
And then Wolfgar, my illegitimate son, is also fine.
Yeah. Are we doing? Do you want to roll for Wolfgar? Because Wolfgar is technically not even in your household. They were given up.
Oh, I did give them up, didn't I?
Yeah. So I don't think
Fair.
you don't have to roll for them.
Okay, yeah. I need to
I will roll
update
for
my NPC sheet of who's my responsibility. Right now I have Acewin, Ywain, Bra the Bastard, I don't need to roll for anymore because he fucked off to the woods.
Yep.
Paradur died, and Gwellis is still alive. I actually don't have many. I'll just roll for Elaine, I think is the last one. Elaine is okay.
3 myself. Fourth friend, my son is fine. That's good. Let's see, Colin. And then the lucky cat.
Isn't there not? You're not wrong, but I think doesn't your it's not Wolfgar, by the way. It's Wolfius.
Wolfius, yeah.
Jim, doesn't your cat have a kitten?
Yes. Oh, yeah, they do. Yeah. Actually,
roll for the
2
kid.
kittens is what I have. They've given birth to 2 litters.
Oh yeah, that's right. And you never you never gotten rid of them. You never gifted them to anybody.
Okay, so in that case, the Earl and Father Tatham are getting kittens.
Just got to keep these cats going. If this turns into Dwarf
Welcome
Fortress,
to Cat
right?
Breeder.
Yeah.
That's the name of the game. I'm changing Pendragon. It's gonna be a big old royal font, Cat Breeder.
Yes. So the first one would have gone back to the Earl, and then the second one will go to Tatham with his prayer book.
Yeah. Love it. I love it so much. I love this part of the game. I know it's just kind of weird to watch and listen to, but it's so zany.
It's because it's like Jim said, like, can you imagine D&D doing this? Like,
No.
This is not a type of game mode you often see.
Yeah.
Especially not on Twitch.
Certainly.
We're pioneers.
Yeah.
That's what.
Yeah.
Oh, that's what
we're
we call
super-
ourselves these days.
We're super
Easily.
important and cool.
Easily.
That's what
Oh
we
yeah,
are.
that's
Easily.
that's what they say on TikTok.
Oh.
Oh man.
But yes, so he'll give his kittens away, and his cat, Lucky Cat, will survive. Yeah, I haven't been rolling for any of like the extended family, like his brothers and.
No, that's fine. They're on my sheet and they get rolled for anyways. So if you don't end up not rolling for them, I end up they get asked with everyone else.
Cool. And yeah.
There's no bizarre deaths or anything to report this year. It was actually a
Nice.
really chill year.
Finally.
Yeah. Other than those that fell.
Yeah. there were some rumors to be put in, but you'll hear about them in the spring. Well, Gareth won't. Okay. Then I think we do economic circumstances.
Not good.
That's when we do calculations. So Winterborn, gun it.
Mm-hmm.
You had this year a calamity.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
And you were pillaged.
Uh-huh. And I'm not there to defend.
Ooh.
I think you only have a dovecoat built.
That's not right. I should have a dovecoat and a apiary.
Oh, you do have an apiary. Okay, I'm gonna put apiary. You built an apiary before a dovecoat.
Yeah, that was the first thing I bought. An apiary, dovecoat, and the tax thing. Because I'm saving up for walls.
Tolls, right?
And I think this is a sign.
Right. Well, no, you were pillaged at the beginning of the year. I think you don't have to worry about it.
Oh, okay.
Like we already took care of that, right?
Oh yeah, because we're still in 490. I'm like,
yeah, right. It's been a long year.
I got glory for that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. 490. Alderton. Gun it. You were pillaged by Saxons. Yeah. And that was with the village wise woman.
Yep.
There we go.
Okay. Yeah, that was 498. I'm remembering now. So this has all happened.
Which means you should be getting. That's right. The village wise woman though. That's +2 to fate, right?
Mm-hmm.
Are you just saying that? Are you saying because you don't remember?
I don't remember, but it sounds like something that would happen to me. Yeah. And probably also something
it is
deserves to
have. You get +2 fate and additional justice event is required this year and next year. That's why I look it up.
Ferumbus no. Oh, he's gone.
You've gotten 4. So you got 4 for being raided.
Yep.
Technically, you were pillaged. No, yeah, you were pillaged, not even raided, which is why this is so bad. So you got 4 from that ordeal. You're getting 5 for the snow, and then 2 more for the wise woman. So you're getting an additional 7 in this misfortune column. So I'm gonna be rolling 22. And you're not even here.
Yeah, I can't do shit about this.
So this is going to be Elaine.
Elaine's not the steward, right? We hired a steward because Lady Elaine was not a good steward either.
Oh, that's right. So
and I've started to boost my stewardship, but I'm not there.
Make a stewardship. This question is whether or not Elaine would have thought about your manor and done this for you. Because there was sort of an understanding there. So I think the question isn't like a love roll or anything like that. It's just general stewardship. She wants her money.
Yeah. So what am I rolling?
Just test her stewardship, and if she succeeds at her own stewardship, then she's prudent enough to have hired the person this year for you.
Okay. Oh, geez.
Otherwise, she expected you to do it when you came back.
Because stewardship is just 10.
Yeah, so it's 50-50 whether or not.
Hey!
Okay, she did. She's like, oh yeah, by the way. Awesome. Oh, that is super amazing. Okay.
I imagine
she
kind of stumbles across the manor books not because she's looking for them to do like stewardship stuff, but because she's like looking through Gareth's stuff while she knows she's not gonna get caught.
Oh yeah, all of your stuff is.
And then she's like, I should probably do the taxes then, huh?
I love it. Okay, cool.
She's the worst. I love her
so
so much.
When you roll, you'll have that. Cholderton, let's talk about you real quick. 490.
Right. Let's see.
You had a calamity, but you weren't pillaged. You just had bandits. You earned 3 from that roll. And then there's 5 for the snow, -1 for your apiary. 4. That's true.
And then I got -4 for a wedding, or something like that.
Oh yeah, then you also got -4 for your wedding, for your fate.
Yeah.
So I'll put that in your commoner trait here. So that's -4. That's pretty awesome. So you're rolling against a 14. So let's do that, and then we go back to do our incomes. Because this is just a matrix thing.
Mm-hmm.
This is the stewardship roll.
Yeah, this is stewardship versus misfortune. And for you, I'm rolling d12. This is under 14, so this is against you, Jim. I succeed. And this is against a 22, so I'm getting +2.
It's a 22. And you failed. Oh, an embarrassing failure against.
Yeah, there's a chance that you can pull victory from. Yeah.
All right.
There's a matrix to follow.
Mm-hmm.
This one based on if you win. If you win a tie, you get a regular harvest. If you lose the tie, you get a meager harvest. This is kind of a big deal. Oh, Colin.
Colin does not get it.
That's a whiff.
Shit, I gotta check the steward I hired if he has a 19 or an 18 for his. Because I know
He
I
should have
hired
a 15.
For the
Anyone you
steward, I
hire
thought
should
I
have a
hired
15.
I
Anyone you hire is a 15.
19.
Oh.
Remember,
Okay.
because I pay for him.
Oh yeah.
I pay at the nose for him.
Oh yeah, you
I
got
was
one of
hoping
those
that was
big
going to
ones.
be a crit, but
So that's a success then.
yeah.
Okay. So then that's a tie, and then you win the tie. So you have a regular harvest.
Oh, thank God.
A regular harvest. Not expenses. Harvest income. Regular. So you're getting your $10 reduce. We talked about we haven't done the rest of the discretionary income. Done it. Oh wait, that was Cholderton. Whoops. Messed up. That's fine. Done it. Got a regular income. Cholderton did not win.
Did not. No.
Cholderton failed, which means you got a bad harvest this year. So you got half normal.
Okay.
You're getting $5. All right, let's do steward industry. So now we do the rest of the accounting here. Steward's industry income, improvement income, discretionary income, miscellaneous income, as well as treasury rollover.
Okay.
So I need you to do a few things. You need to roll the D2 for your apiary or whatever, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then you do then roll your steward's industry. So it just pays for itself. You don't make an additional dollar.
Yep. Steward's
All right.
industry.
I have to go to the bathroom really bad real quick, so just do that and I'll be right back.
Where's the steward's industry listed?
That's the apiary.
Yep, there's the dove coat.
Here we go. Oh, all right. That's a pass for stewardship. Oh, so close for industry.
I don't know where. Why? You know what? It's one of the ones I wrote down on a piece of paper and didn't update to my Roll20 sheet. Because I also have my entire family tree on there.
I only have a paper copy PDF and Roll20, which I forget which one has my actual. I think Roll20 has my
Pendragon.
actual glory. There you go. Listen, I love having a folio.
Yeah.
Character.
Oh, here's my miseries and misfortunes character. I wish that stream were still going.
Okay.
Okay. Let's see. 487. Tinger. Nope, wrong guy.
Let's see. I
88.
didn't roll for pregnancy.
I think that's part
Next.
of the survival.
Oh yeah, that's next. Yeah, I feel like we sometimes we skip around to the end of the
We
year.
do.
Okay.
On
Sorry
the
about
always
that.
skip
Okay.
ahead.
What was
under-
the results?
My dovecote or my apiary pays for itself, and Colin past industry or past stewardship failed industry.
Okay, so I'm in Cholderton's. Cholderton's income for steward 0. Improvement income, so anything from your improvements. So you roll the D2, but your dovecote gives you 1 guaranteed, right?
I believe so. Yes. Look that up if you need to.
Yeah. I don't have the improve. Wait, do I? No, I still have it there as nothing. Yep. Okay. I didn't fill this out yet. Fine. Cholderton, you have 0 for that, and your improvement income is what we're looking at. You do have a dovecote. It doesn't say you have an apiary.
That was the first thing. I think that was the thing that we got from Glessig's, like what do you call it? Her
Yeah, I'm
investment.
putting it down in here somewhere in the past because you definitely have an apiary. You were like that was one of the first things you bought too. I know.
We both, because we both got the apiary.
I don't know why. I think I might have deleted it on accident. But yeah, got an apiary.
Yeah, Dovecote has annual maintenance of 1 and then additional income of 2. So
right. So it does give you a net 1 all the time.
Yeah. Plus
so you're getting a net $1 from your improvement income. Discretionary income's always 1. Your miscellaneous income. This is the cat.
The 1. Yeah.
Cat dollar.
Listen.
Annual cat dollar.
All right. So your income is good, except for maybe treasury roller and expenses from the past year, which I don't think I have for you. I had before you had all of your fancy here. Actually, you're living it. Let's do it for expenses. Sorry, I'm getting ahead of myself. Gunnet. Let's do Gunnet's income.
Yeah.
I'm like literally doing 2 people's taxes right now.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't even do my real taxes. So.
Steward industry. Colin, Steward industry income. How did Elaine handle their industry skill?
So I don't know what their industry is, but I got a 13, which is probably not gonna do it if they've got a low
Elaine
industry.
Traits, skills, not listed. Let me check my NPC tracker. I don't remember her having much industry.
I don't remember that either. Somehow she's not on.
It's an 18 appearance.
18 appearance, yeah.
Nope. And her eligibilities for mayor's status is kinda. So
okay.
No, I just have her as appearance. I think that's a fail.
Yeah, that's fair. So failed the industry.
But let's can you roll? You know what? No, I think the fair thing is say roll a d20 right now. That's their industry.
Oh,
who knows? Maybe
right,
Elaine's
so
full of surprising. It's a 14.
She's canny.
Yeah, exactly. There you go. Look at us.
Past industry, and I will write that down now.
Yeah. Yeah. The new stewardship for grade will be applied the following year because right now it's technically still Colin. Okay. That's pretty good.
There we go. All right, now she's officially in my thing. I've still got the pet Saxon on here. I have not. I need to do better about updating the Roll20 sheet compared to my papers.
Okay. This is why I keep everything in a Google sheet.
Yeet.
Okay. We are doing okay. So you get $1 for your industry income, your improvement income. Did your apiary give you the bonus dollar?
It did not.
Okay, so you also get a single dollar. Discretionary income is 1. Your extra manorial income is 4. Your miscellaneous income, if you would have any, I don't think applies. Any winnings or anything else. Oh, your tax would come in. Your tax would be improvement income technically, so 2 for that field. Miscellaneous would be like any loot or anything that you might have gotten.
Actually,
you have a corner.
I heard that there were these 2 like Saxon guards that are being ransomed.
Yeah.
I feel like was that Gareth who got those to ransom?
No, I'm pretty sure.
Let's just go with Gareth for now until we figured out who it actually is. Yeah.
No, I appreciate your effort though. Here's the thing though, your expenses are going to be weird this year.
Yeah, because Lady Elaine's not going to settle back to being a normal lifestyle. No, she's gonna go rich.
Yeah, so you still remain as a rich knight.
I saw you hover over extravagant there.
Oh yeah.
Like, does Lady Elaine just go wild?
No, because of stewardship. Stewardship score, you tested that, and that I think that improves this. Your maintenance is 1 for expenses. Oh, that's interesting. technically, you should be earning 3 from your improvement income. Your maintenance is 1. I shouldn't be doing the nets ahead of time, because I'm smart enough to put improvement maintenance as its separate category, so we follow. You have 2. You have to spend 2 for your family.
Yep.
Are you building any improvements this year? And
I can't possibly be there to direct them to.
that's true. So
and I don't think Lady Elaine would think. I don't think Lady Elaine is thinking about building the ball. Or no, I have to build a pit first.
So it looks like you have $34 rolling over to next year.
Which isn't. It sounds really good, but considering I started with 27, this was not exactly a rolling in the money.
Wasn't a banner year for you.
No.
All right. So
that should put me over the threshold.
Shoulderton,
Yeah.
you had
next year.
So I had 14.5 as your rollover from 489.
Yeah, that's what I had.
Okay. So I think your miscellaneous income isn't just 1, because what else have we gotten for you money-wise this year? Anything actually?
Unless he gets something from the something from I'm assuming like the arms and armor of the prisoners are a total package with them, and you don't like ransom the armor separate from the person.
Yeah, no, you wouldn't.
Yeah. But if he needs to, he's got 2 horses he can sell. You know.
That's true. You do have to. You don't need to do anything.
Yeah, I've got 5.5 at the end of the year.
By my account is that your generous skill is sort of what means that, like, hey, throughout your wedding and things like that, and all that money has been accounted for, and you just don't get any extra bonus. Right?
Sure.
That's what it represents to me.
Yeah. Does he get any glory for the wedding?
Oh, thank you for asking. Yeah, you definitely should get 25 glory.
Okay.
Being in the cathedral and stuff.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, 25 for that for sure. Thank you for asking. Are the horses chargers? Yes, they are.
Chargers, nice.
Your lifestyle normal?
Yeah.
Cool. 1 for improvement maintenance, 2 for your family. Do you want to build any improvements this year?
Funds are a little tight. I think he's gonna wait until he's got a bit more of a build up.
Okay. So it looks like you got $16.5 dues floating around this year.
Okay.
After revenue of 5 and your lifestyle and everything like that, and your random incomes, it looks like you made $2 total.
Sweet.
Yeah. Yeah, those horses are worth like literally $20 or so.
Yeah, I'm kind of I'm just gonna hold on to him if it's possible.
Yeah,
like he doesn't have a full corral or
roll survival rolls for the horses.
Yeah.
Which I think happens next.
Yeah.
So then I think we're done winter phase manor calculations at least.
So he had 4
cool
otherwise, and now has 6.
Oh, can you each of you roll 2d6 for me?
Okay.
This is for
good or bad.
Okay. Dogs. My dogs are barking. I'm sorry.
Oh, I thought it was really bad.
Yeah. There's a neighbor outside. I'm sorry about it. Okay.
Yeah, no worries.
Where were we? Okay, yeah. So I have to look at your rolls here real quick. So you got a 3 and a 1, Jim.
Mm-hmm.
This is for winter for next year.
For next year's.
Yeah. At this point, you should know that this isn't great.
Yeah, it doesn't look like
you want to roll high.
I wouldn't suspect a 3 and 1 would. Yeah, I imagine it's gonna be nasty. All right.
I'm pretty sure this is.
1 and 2 is probably like really good then.
Oh yeah.
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 Listen, clearly the eastern edge of the county needs to be shored up.
Yeah. Oh, Jim. When Gareth gets back.
I can't wait.
Okay, got it. Okay, got it. I see you. You actually want to roll low for one of them. I won't tell you which one it is.
Well, you just said that Jim's was bad.
I was gonna say.
I got the opposite. I feel like that means mine is good.
Yeah. All right. I'm gonna roll for my horses.
Oh, that's right. Yeah. I did that one.
Oh, one of them got a 3.
6 horses, man.
No,
Well, I had 4, right? Plus the 2.
that's right.
Is that right? Okay.
Sorry.
Yeah, that's true.
One of them dies. That's a 3, right? Like a 3 is a horse death. Yeah.
Oh
No, I changed it. I changed for horses. It's on a 1. On 1 it
Oh,
dies.
good. I lost a horse.
Oh no.
Oh no.
It doesn't look like it was your charger. It looks like it was a Rouncy.
Yeah, but I really liked
If
one
you
of my
roll it-
Roundseys.
But as to be historically accurate, if you roll a 20, your horse is immortal.
Awesome.
Nice.
Okay, which one was that? That was my 3rd one. So that's
You should have a charger and 2 Rouncies. So
yeah.
like
I got, so Leggett, Sweetwater, Gaspar. Oh,
Gaspar.
I feel bad. I don't have any of them named.
Oh, Roundseys are only worth 1. Never mind. That's not a big deal. Oh,
Yeah.
damn it.
It's
How do I get rid
Chargers-
of horses? You can only
Chargers
add them
are-
on this.
yeah, chargers are worth so
Yeah.
much because they have to be trained for war, and that takes
Mm.
so much time.
It takes so much time.
Horses
Yeah.
are so skittish.
Oh my god. Yeah.
It's
I actually
wild
read
that
a-
we train them.
I read a 16th century manual on how to get a horse trained for battle, and it's like you gotta fire a gun near its ear hundreds of times a day, and
Yeah.
just like have weapons around it.
That
Yeah,
just
just
sounds like
literally-
traumatizing a horse.
You traumatize
you
a
do.
horse, basically.
Yeah, you literally normalize it to
To
conflict
violence.
and blood and screaming.
Yeah, you
'Cause,
have it near a slaughterhouse.
Yeah. Horses
Good
don't
Lord.
want. Yeah, no, seriously. Like horses don't want to step on blood or people, even
Or
corpses.
people.
You have to train them.
I'll be honest.
telling you.
Neither do I. So
Yeah.
Yeah, like they're prey animals. They don't want to do anything.
Mm-mm.
And the
No.
fact that we've done that is kind of
The fact
terrifying.
that they'll let us.
Yeah.
The fact that they'll let us. Donkeys don't do that shit. Camels don't do that shit. Elephants are terrible mounts.
Yep.
Horses, though, are like, sure, we'll do it. Anyway,
All right.
I'll try not to go further down my.
We'll talk about it forever.
we need like another stream of just us ranting about things
Yes.
vaguely related to Pendragon.
Footnotes to Pendragon.
Pendragon footnotes. Let's do that. That's awesome.
Yes. Oh my God, yes. All right, what are we rolling? Who's gonna die next?
We finished.
Let's just roll. Who? Come on. Let's.
We finish our stable rolls. I believe the next up is childbirth.
Yes.
Right.
Mm,
Because it's marriage and childbirth, and none of us are. You already got a marriage.
mm.
So
Is Lady Elaine rolling?
Yeah, Lady Elaine might be rolling. Yes.
boy,
It's a D20 for
let's-
each,
Let's test her chastity.
Let's test her chastity.
Yeah.
She didn't
She has
succeed last
Been
time.
kind of busy.
She has been spending.
Oh,
sorry,
it's
I
a
was-
12. Her chastity is a 12.
Yeah, that's fine. Ooh.
She passes.
Yeah, she's busy.
So she's busy. She's busy scheming with the affairs of London merchants of how to succeed, I think,
hmm
or something. I don't know. When you're back, we'll figure it out. However, I think it's time for you to roll with Lady Grade again.
Yes. All right. Here we go.
So what's weird about the game is that technically your stewardship is under Colin because stewardship doesn't happen in the winter the same way
Yeah.
that baby making does in the game. Like stewardship happens since the summer and even before that in planting, right? It's like it's kind of this year-round culmination, and which is why I would say you use that person's roles.
Yeah.
instead of-
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. So, all right. Just a D20 roll.
Yeah.
All right. Here we go. Now I'm nervous. This is how they got Glessig.
Yeah, right. 9.
9.
On an 8+, the baby is carried to term.
Excellent.
Can you roll another D20 for me?
Yes.
Roll. This is not your first child.
No, it's not.
Yes. So just roll a D20 for me.
13.
Yep, they're a healthy boy or odd. Wait, is it with a D6? Roll a D6. You have that determines the gender.
5.
Odd results
fine.
are female, even or male. There you go. You didn't get the star tragedy. Okay, good. You're good. You know, that's a different D6. I was like, that's like mom dies, mom and child die,
Mhm.
changeling. Like, okay, no,
Right.
you're good. You're good. For any children born, roll a d6. Odds are female, even or male. So you have a new baby girl.
Nice.
Let me add baby girl.
What's the command for the names?
You see the macro for Kimrick name?
Let's
No,
see.
maybe.
Where am I at here? I don't
It should be visible to all
it.
players. Maybe you don't have the bar open, but if you go to macros and by clicking the collection, the bullet journal icon under macros, do you see Kimrick name?
Let's see. I've got all of them open, so
It says visible to all
scroll it
players.
down. It should, I've seen it before. I'm just not finding it now. It's under the journal or the macro tab.
Yeah, no, it's under the. Sorry, yeah, it's not under the journal. It's under the collection.
Gotcha. Oh yeah,
the bullet list. I said bullet journal, thinking that's helpful, not thinking there's the newspaper symbol. That's journal. Like,
for a
it's
hot
not like
second,
I work
I was
for
like,
this
oh,
company.
maybe it's the one that says collection actually, but no, he works for them. He would know.
Yeah, I'm sorry.
It's fine.
I was like, this. I just simplified it. I made it worse.
I found it.
Okay, great.
All right, get here.
Should be Kimrick, female, I guess.
Yeah, let's go here.
Morgan.
Oh, I like this. It's a name I recognize.
There's not a single Y in it.
Right. Nice.
Morgan is alive. Morgan is a
alive.
baby. And they don't have pronouns yet.
Yeah.
I will add they are children. Oh, wait, that's only if they're different residing. Okay, and worry about their stats later. Awesome. We have Morgan. This is your second child.
This is. Oh my goodness. And
Catching up.
Tiny Gorthrin is what? He's 5 now?
Yeah.
Goodness.
Household member improvement is what we've skipped over the past times. You increase your household member skills or passions by 15 or of 15 or less by 1 point, and 16 or 20 you increase by 1 on a d6 roll of a 6.
So this really only matters for industry and stewardship.
Yeah, everyone that you rolled survival for should be rolling on this thing. So increased key skills and passions of 15 by less by 1 point.
Got it. Okay. So I will just.
If it's already 16, then you must roll a 1 on a d6 roll of 6.
Get rid of Brava Bastard.
So then you have an 18% chance.
Let's see what Colin's leaving.
I know we haven't really been doing that, and I've been like rolling randomly to see if people like check and do things, and that's on me.
Yeah.
Oh, I never checked for my mom. Oh.
Yo, Mother's Day is coming up.
Yeah.
Okay. She's fine. Mama on the dime.
Cool. And I don't think we have to worry too much about their skills then.
No.
Training and practice, and then calculating glory.
So I'm still doing this for Gareth, even though he's missing, or
yes, okay. You do.
Okay.
You're not dead.
I am going to raise one of my stats back. One of my attributes. Can't be size, but I've lost a lot off dexterity and strength.
Yeah, I need to bump my strength by 1 so I get back to 5d6 damage.
So we're increasing the attributes set of skills. Yep.
Yep. I'm raising my strength back to 12 so that I get that 5d6.
Let me tell you.
You can't increase your size.
I can't, no. His size is still 15. It is the one stat that has not decreased. He took the biggest hit to his appearance, though. 16 to 12.
Oof.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
That's that first one.
You got the gnarly scar.
Uh-huh. Yeah. But his strength and dexterity have degraded almost every battle, which makes sense. I think it's kind of cool.
Yeah, no, it's true.
It's just gonna wear you out.
And then you're going to start aging, and that's going to
Yeah.
wear you out.
And this is the age. This is the age of Uther. This is not a quiet time.
No, I fully
No.
expect that if he sees 40, that's a good, that will be lucky. I bet he doesn't live another 10 years.
I mean, look how long your dad lived. Your dad
Right.
was, yeah.
Yeah, he's gonna eat. He's gonna
They're-
bite it, especially
they're 20.
if
Like, okay, these guys are literally 26,
Yeah,
and they're like I think that's
half
important
a
to remember.
decade younger than me.
Yeah,
yes, yeah, it's
Like-
it's nuts. Yeah,
they are, and we treat them like they're old veterans. Exactly.
Uh-huh.
Big Spoon's got it in chat. Yeah,
yep. They are.
yeah. In this life,
They live a lot of life before they're 30.
they do,
Oh,
and
man.
it's just gonna get more crazy.
Yeah. All right.
We calculate our glory. So we calculate our glory from play, from solo scenarios, honors, our annual glory bonuses, our chivalrous bonuses or religious bonuses, traits and passions of 16 plus, and 1 glory for $1 spent on conspicuous consumption.
That would be
Literally 1 for 1. You can just burn money for glory.
Nice.
okay.
Up to 100.
All right. Let's do.
I don't have my totals from the last 2 sessions, but I know the battle was 140 something. I've got them written down. I just don't have them with me right now.
The battle, that sounds right. I don't actually remember what much we should have for the battle.
They're in my journal. I just don't have it with me.
Okay.
But I know the feast was quite a bit because I got 500 at the cost of a modesty.
Yeah.
And that puts me above 3K.
Yeah, that's right. Remember, God, that because we haven't played in so long. Yeah,
That's
that's
right.
right. Pathan wrote that song about you.
Yeah. And Urwen's been writing it all year. And
You owe a lot of your life right now to this priest. Holy crap.
well, yeah, for real though, right? That's why he got. It's give him a cat and a book. And yeah, so I don't know the exact total, but Urwen has broken 3K for glory.
Nice.
By a fair margin too.
The Lord provides. Seek and
Hell
you
yeah.
will find.
I'll pass on a lot to Gorthrin or Morgan.
Yeah.
Ideally, right? That's in a lot of ways. No, I'm not going to say anything.
And Colin's got glory for days too.
Yeah, because you're not that far behind if you haven't caught up from.
Did you also reach a
whatever
threshold?
happened yesterday?
I'm at before this last calculation. I'm at about 2,700.
Yeah, so you should definitely be past the threshold. Cool. I put up the solo adventure on YouTube a little bit before the session. And it was some good Pendragon shit.
It was something else.
Sweet.
It's fun kind of hopping between genres within the genre.
Right?
Ooh,
Thank
yeah.
you.
Yeah.
I think I would show that. So I could even show. The problem is that I can't even show that solo adventure as this is what Pendragon can be. Because it's not. That's not the. It's not. It's 1,000 cuts. I don't know. It's hard to say. It's like. It's like a good spaghetti sauce. It needs time and it's layers of flavor that's built up. You can't just not just from a can.
Yeah.
That's why I could never play I could, but the idea of a one shot of Pendragon is so.
Yeah, you could do it. There's things to do, but having the meaning of it, I just don't see how you could get that.
The weight of it is so important.
Yeah.
Momentum.
Awesome. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So we apply our bonus to some glory, right? You add 1 point to any attribute, trait, passion, or skill. I'll ask this as well because I don't think we ever actually spoke about this. How would you feel about a fate point kind of system where you can save this glory for this 1,000 point threshold as I can re-roll something? No.
Given how many of our really interesting moments have happened on failures, it's almost disingenuous to how we've been playing to
I
let us
agree.
re-roll those
I
failures.
agree. Or like using it to save your character or something like that.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, I
No.
like that there's real risk in this game.
Yeah, me too.
Like, so
Me too.
yeah,
Ivan Drago. If he dies, he dies.
yeah,
Like, yeah.
yeah.
You
And
heard it here.
you want to give us good things, Eric. We
I
don't
know.
want
I do.
good things. Hurt us.
I know you guys. I'm so special. I'm so blessed to have such a cool crew to play Pendragon with and like chat to watch with. Where like I have no problem like revealing like, hey, I'm interested in maybe doing this thing. How do you all feel? And you're like, no, punish me.
Yeah.
And you're like, okay.
Sure.
Yeah, but like I'm open to it. But I agree actually. I like the idea of doing that. But I know that is sometimes a preferred house rule of every time you get that glory, you can save that point as a redemption type of ability.
Sure.
No, we're gonna live and let live.
I feel like there's already a lot of tools. If there's a role we really care about, we can call in passions
Yeah.
and other things. So
Yeah, and risk going mad.
and risk going mad on that. Yeah, like there's always a risk.
Twice.
Yeah, man. All right. I think I'm going to raise another one of my attributes with this glory +1 then. And I think I'm going to raise my constitution.
Sounds right.
All right. So now, yeah.
Beautiful. Cool.
So
And
my HP and unconscious threshold have gone up.
And that will finish.
Yeah.
Yeah, that will finish our year 490.
Awesome.
491 is going to be a little bit interesting too, because Gareth will be returning, but not at the start of it. I need to do additional prep rather than just what I relied on last week. For next session then, which is totally fine. So I'll have to do that. I know I kind of like prepping more on the weekends, anyways, when I have more time. But yeah. So then I think we're good here. Yeah, I don't know when I'll do that exactly, but probably the same time around Sunday or so. But this game is fucking awesome.
This game is great.
Yeah, absolutely.
I don't know. You just can't make up it. I don't know. I have a hard time. I always feel like a lunatic, literally like raving about a dream I had with other people about this game.
Yeah, it does feel that way.
Because you're like, I played D&D before, and it's like I've never felt that way as I do in these types of stories. I don't know.
I'm never surprised as
Yeah.
much in D&D, and that's fine. Like I don't play D&D to be surprised in a lot of ways.
Right, exactly. There's different kinds of stories, and that's why this is super nice.
I've only gotten it out of the older versions where it's like, yeah, one hit will kill your character. You spent 7 levels and you've still only got 18 hit points.
Yeah,
you know.
I shout at the guards and charge them in Centaur.
Yeah,
that might actually freak them out. Let me roll. So you just sound like a screaming horse. And
Right,
like,
yeah.
Actually, that would, you know, like that kind of stuff. You're like, yeah, okay. Like I will always remember that. My friend did that to me. He's a halfling, so we're like, I scream at Centaur, charge the Thieves Guild. It's like, okay. It's Jungle Crawl Classics if you want to find it. Oh my god, and like that kind of stuff is just like super memorable and funny. Yeah, but it doesn't have the same sort of like taste.
No, this has like a feeling of realness to it. That's like as close you're gonna get to like, I don't know, a living another experience. Pendragon is. It's like the ups and downs,
it does it not by trying to be realistic, but by being mythic.
Yes,
By being greater than real.
Yeah. That's the beauty of myths. Exactly. They're more real than our reality. They speak to something more true than the mere flesh substance of our life.
What is human if not to be more than human?
What is man?
Yeah. Miserable pile of D20 rolls.
Exactly. But like I often get like roll my eyes like, oh, RPGs are art and all this other kind of stuff. But that's like, I don't know, like Pendragon is a strong case for this being like a damn near mystical experience. You know what I mean? Like Eric's a shaman leading us through this other world that we have to inhabit.
Yeah.
And it has a realness to it that I really like. Yeah.
Yeah,
Love it.
you've crossed through the gates, and
Yeah.
yeah,
We're on the other side. Hell yeah.
Yeah. Anyways, we're starting a cult, viewers.
Yeah,
and
that's why I got
we
this.
welcome you.
Cult of staffers. So you're all invited to join the cult of staffer. Apparently,
We will raise him to God Emperor status.
this is good. I appreciate doing this, and I'm so glad I can run it for you all. And I have people like Big Spoon. I like the same names here all the time, and you all reaching out to me on Twitter and stuff like that too, and YouTube comments. Like it means a lot to me that this is so inspirational, and worth watching. So it's beautiful. Thank you so much. And yeah, and I try to keep my chat open for any questions if you all want to run Pendragon, that kind of stuff. If I could help at all, I try to be an open book to that about that stuff. Because in addition to telling a great story in like a 2-hour window, I like to help other people tell these stories as best I can. All right, let's get ready to get out of here then. That's been super fun. I think we're about done for today.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah. Colin.
Hi, I'm Colin Volcanet. I am one half of the Phantom Roll Booth. We do RPGs and RPG adjacent writing. You can find me on Twitter at ColinItLikeIC. Reach out and I'll be weird at you. So, Jim.
I am Jim Davis of WebDM. You can check us out over on YouTube, where we talk about Dungeons and Dragons, as well as other tabletop RPGs. And I'm in that one of those phases of lots of irons in the fire, but you'll hear about them later. So,
the demi-plane of NDA.
Yes, yeah, the freelancer's life, kind of, that kind of thing. So, but Monday nights I am here for the real gaming, the real shit. Absolutely great, love it. You guys, I miss if weeks I don't get to play. I miss you guys, and I miss this game. So,
Awesome. And then there's me. So yeah, I do Pendragon on this channel. I just wrapped up a Blades game on Thursdays. It was called Dogs of Duskfall. If you just YouTube Dogs of Duskfall, that was one. I will toot my own horn. And I would say that is one of the best GMing experiences I think I've ever had. One of the best playgroup experiences. It's 6 episodes of Blades in the Dark, of like pretty intense Blades in the Dark, and not in like a pulpy blowing up the docks way, but in like a kind of a grittier, this is hard way of being street urchins out of a mill, and how everyone is just better than you at everything and fighting for everything, and it's super good. I loved it. And so that's available there. I'm not doing that. However, I am on a new show on Sundays that gets released on direct to YouTube called Oath of Endosteel, which is Battletech plus Pendragon, where we play literally Battletech. And then we're going to have our first winter phase next week. So we had our first opening battle. And and Sunfall Cycle. Oh yeah, of course I played actual D&D with Steven and Jesse and the gang, where it's like a recursive roguelike experience. And I'm also designing my own game that's kind of like Stalker into the Annihilation Born, with a recursive hex crawl mechanic, but with various extraction stuff as well. I don't know, I'm playing with a lot of the same concepts as Sunfall, where you know the map, but the map changes and how you get into and out of the map changes. And so there's sort of like that Stalker, like it's like being a ranger. It's like being a ranger of being like, we shouldn't go this way, we should go this other way this time. And there's some of the new people be like, I don't understand how you know that, but it's that kind of ideal. Anyways, the Battletech link I can give you, if you YouTube Oath of Endosteel, it's on my friend AP Gaming channel. But it's very good. AP knows his stuff.
The episode 0.
Oh, Spoon already got us.
Nice.
So that's cool. We do character creation, and then we had our first battle. So anyways, that's it for me. Thank you all for letting me be a shill for a minute. And now we're out of here. We'll see you next Monday. 491. Take care, everybody.
See ya.